Good evening, Internet. Nerd Family Alpha here, again with you to open up some more blind boxes. Today we have some Funko Science Fiction Mystery Minis Series 2, which is pretty new, because we've been looking for some of the new sets, and we knew the horror set came out. We were trying to order those, and on Amazon we saw a lot of these were in pre-order, not for the first week or so into November, but we went to our local comic book store, Fourth World Comics, and they actually had a case already to buy. So we got 5 boxes of those. So I'm going to open 3, and Michelle's going to open up 2 and see how our luck is. Obviously, we're hopefully not going to get any doubles because we don't have any of these figures so far. Let's just take a look at the odds. This set has a little bit less variance than the other one. Well, I should say a lot less variance from the first set. I think there's an equal amount of unique figures, but it looks like the only variant they have is the gold Cylon Centurion, as opposed to the silver one. There's also a little bit of a strange ratio here. Some of them are actually 1 out of 6. Now, a case is 1 out of 12, and this silver Cylon is the 1 out of 6, so you could potentially get 2 of him in a case. And that's a little bit weird. And the rest of them seem to be pretty common to uncommon. We got the Alien Queen, who's a common, 1 out of 12. Kane with the face hugger on his face is a chase figure, 1 out of 72.
Bender is also 1 out of 6, though.
Yeah, that's true. Bender's 1 out of 6. So Bender and the Cylon Silver are 1 out of 6, which is a much higher ratio than anything Funko's put out so far as I know. Neo is 1 out of 12. He's common. Kirk, to go with the Spock from last series, 1 out of 12. Doc Brown's a little bit less common, 1 out of 24. I'm pretty sure that would be Starbuck from the original Buck Rogers. Battlestar Galactica. It could be Apollo, but it's 1 out of 24. Locutus from Star Trek: The Next Generation, who is Picard as Borg, is common, 1 out of 12. I think he's Dr. Lazarus from Galaxy Quest, Alan Rickman's character. He's 1 out of 36. He's a little bit more uncommon. Voltron, Lion Voltron, who I really want to get, 1 out of 36. We got Godzilla, 1 out of 24. Iron Giant, 1 out of 24. Lilu from Fifth Element, common, 1 out of 12. Bender's, I guess we can call that super common, 1 out of 6. And then another chase is the gold Cylon Centurion from 1 out of 72. All right, so obviously the first one we can't go wrong because we don't have any of these so far. So I'll get started here. Didn't really check the boxes for weight. Don't really know the weight distribution in this yet. 2 of the more common ones are the Alien Queen and Godzilla, so they would be, I would say, significantly heavy, but we didn't really do that. I just kind of picked 5 of them out of the case. All right, packaging is pretty much the same. They got the vinyl bag inside of their cardboard, and I don't like to touch the figure until the vinyl's open, unlike Michelle and Jack.
I like to grope. I have to know what it is.
Oh, all right, so we got one of the super commons. 1 out of 6, the silver Cylon Centurion from original Battlestar Galactica, not the updated one from the newer series. Again, he's 1 out of 6. Figure looks pretty cool. Got a good metallic paint job on it. Got all the inner workings and the little cape in the back. Got his rifle with the bayonet on the end, just like in the series.
The eyelight's so cool.
The eyelight's cool. It's kind of shaded with different shades of red.
It's moving.
Yep, so it shows the movement. So it's a cool figure. But we did get one of the most common ones right off the bat, hoping it'll get another one, even though they do come in usual groups or pairs at the very least. So I'm going to go to the other side and try this next one. This one's a little heavier, so I don't think it'll be a double. I don't know what this means just yet, but oh my goodness, this is... Sometimes it depends on where you get it. I feel like some of the shrink wrap is really chintzy, and some of it's actually like heavy-duty shrink wrap. This tends to be some of the heavy-duty ones. All right, this looks like a pretty big figure. I'm guessing it's either Godzilla or the Alien Queen.
Oh, please, Godzilla.
Nope, it is the Alien Queen,
So you
which
get
is what
to
I
find
wanted to
her.
get. Again, she is 1 out of 12, so she's fairly common. She would be a definite common in the original set if we didn't have these super common 1 out of 6s. Good amount of features on there. She's got a lot of the back spikes. The tail is cool.
It's awesome.
Got her silver teeth. A little bit more shading, I guess, because it would be pretty boring if you kept the original black shading like in the movie, but enough shading to differentiate it. And it's a little bit bigger scale than the Alien Warrior from the last set. They did away with a lot of the variants in this series, like the metallic or the glowing. Seems like the only one that has a variation is that Cylon. So here's my last one before I hand it over to Michelle. I'm really hoping for that Voltron. That was the one like I really, really wanted. I know, you know, in terms of color, he's the most colorful that I've seen in all these sets. Sci-fi tends to be a little bit on the black and white shade to gray scale for a lot of things. I think Tron and Spock from the last one were the most colorful ones that we had. So I would love to get that Voltron. Of course, would love it. It's a little bit light, so I'm not sure. And we have here, oh, pretty cool. Locutus of the Borg, who's Picard in Borg form. Very cool. A lot of detail. He's actually, it's hard maybe to see it on camera, but he's definitely a shinier black than the Alien Queen, which is more of a matte finish. He's got a lot more shine to him, all over actually. And the headpiece is really cool. He's got the connecting
Reminds me
wire
of
or
the
whatever
differences
tube.
between the Drogons in the Game of Thrones series. The matte versus the metallic shiny black.
And each one seems to stand pretty easily compared to some of the other ones we had trouble with. So pretty cool. At least we didn't get a double yet. Hoping Michelle doesn't get one for hers. And we might have to trade up somehow with the Voltron if she manages to get them.
He's going to owe me big if I get it.
Yeah. So
I want a Lilu. That's definitely my...
so we do a little switcheroo here.
I wouldn't mind Bender, though. Or Neo. You know what? You really can't go wrong with this series.
Yeah, Dr. Lazarus would be great, too. I'm very
Cool.
happy they made a figure out of him. That's I'm hoping they're getting his name right. I know he's Alan Rickman's character from Galaxy Quest. I haven't seen it in a while, though. But that seems to be the name that comes to mind. And Michelle likes to get a glimpse of what's inside by kind of feeling it out first. I just like to open up from an empty spot.
I know who it is, and I'm happy.
Bender.
It's Bender!
Yeah. So there we go with another 1 out of 6, which I guess you could say is super common or twice as common. Who knows? So he's got his cigar. He's obviously got his general smiles, little antenna at the top. Not too much detail on the back, but I don't think he does have detail. He's pretty simple for a matte graining drawing. All right, so we did get the 2 more common ones. Hopefully we don't get skunked with a double in the last one. Hopefully it's at least another unique one for this case. They all came out of the same case, so we have the exact ratios from the back of the box.
Another Cylon.
Yep. Will it be the gold, or will we get that? No.
Nope. Oh. We'll start the Golden Army.
So we got that 1 out of 6 ratio. So again, a case is 12 boxes. So it looks like you do have a chance of getting a double if you go out there and you buy a case of either Bender or the Silver Centurion. So we got it. I picked 5 out of the case, and there was a few boxes already taken out of there. So it looks like you can get that ratio in this set, which I know a couple people, from seeing their opinions online, weren't too happy about. Obviously, that means you need to spend more money to get a complete set. If you go out and buy the case, it's not a guarantee. Even if you buy 2 cases, still not a guarantee that you may not get doubles. So, but they're cool figures regardless. Like I said, Cylons, if you want them to guard a door, or who knows, they're going to come in 2s anyway. I think they flew the ships in 2s and 3s. I think the gold ones were the captains and they were the pilots. But it's been a while since I saw the original series.
We got the least colorful of all.
Yeah, they are just kind of basic gray, white, and silver.
If we had gotten Neo, that would have been the complete black and white or gray scale set. Everything else seems to have color except for the ones we got.
The only ones that seem to have real color in them are Voltron, Kirk, Lazarus, and Lilu. The rest of them are mostly Starbuck is kind of brown and gold. He seems
the face hugger is brown. Doc Brown is white, and colorful. He's got, skin tone to him.
So we got all commons or super commons. 1 out of 12s or 1 out of 6s out of the 5. But like I said, they're all new to us so far. But, we'll see what we get next time. We're going to pick up some more of these. We're really trying to get those horror series too as well, because those seem to go really fast last time they came out, and they were really hard to get. So we'd like to get our hands on it, maybe a case of those and do that and see. I haven't even seen the back of those boxes yet to see what their ratios are. They may be similar to this one. They may not. I don't know.
Everything in that series is awesome too.
Yeah. All right, so if you like what you saw, you like what our other videos are all about, make sure you give us a subscribe by clicking the subscribe button. Give us a like, make a comment if you wish. Look at our other videos. We got a whole bunch of stuff coming up soon based around what we did on Halloween. So we hope to see you guys soon, and thanks for watching.